Alright, so in our last broadcast, we got all the way through Phendrana Drifts. We are now going to the source of these unique Phazon readings, which is the Phazon lines. We're not going to go to the Elite Quarters just yet due to the fact that that is not going to be possible for us to do. Alright guys, let's chill out, as they say. Oh, there we go. That was pretty cool, don't you guys think? I know that pun had to be on everybody's top 10 lists, but no need to shower the applause just yet. We are, after all, about to take on some very serious adversaries in the mines region. Don't imagine that we're probably going to be covering ourselves with glory on the way over there, but I suppose anything is possible. Sure would be an honor to interact with you, my good friend, and you guys too, but obviously you've got a couple of things that are some more pressing matters. So it's not that you're unimportant, but yeah, I guess that is kind of what it boils down to when you get right down to it. Taking our little voyage over to the Magmore regions here, and then from that we're going to get on another transport. Again, this is going to be one of those places where we kind of wish we had the Song of Soaring, but you know, unfortunately that is not a mechanic in this game. So drop down to Magmore Caverns now. There is a transport that goes from Magmore to the directly to the mines, which is right over this way. As you can see, we are going to have to do a little bit of moving through some spots to get to it, but hey, that's what we're here for, am I right? So let's get going here and take a little trip over to our favorite place, the security area. Now, I am, of course, Samus, also pacifist, so we're going to try very hard to get through this area without taking any innocent pirate lives. There we go. No problem. Everybody feeling all right about that little transition there. And we'll just shoot the loop over here. Gotta take a little bit of damage from the lava. No problem there. This is, well, traversing this room gets a little easier, I suppose, now that we have the grappling beam. Super platforming boots, making all these little transport things just so much more convenient, of course. So we've got the Talon Overworld one, and then we have to like go through a bunch more stuff to get to the transport that we're actually going to. Alright, so... Oh, too lazy, Samus. Alright, so we took some damage we didn't have to there. It's kind of a lazy thing to do, but I suppose what are you gonna do, right? Now, this one we probably aren't gonna have to take any damage for. Just take a nice leisurely stroll along the catwalk here. And no drama, that's just the way I like it. Get through here. Yeah, we could use the grapple beam, but I guess, is that really significantly easier than just doing some super platforming jumps? Let's see here. For this one, this room we don't need to go into anymore. Yeah, okay. So, oops, not that. Not like that. Just take a nice Tarzan swing across, and we are in another one of these super platforming rooms. Ah, yes, this is, I remember this room very well. Spent quite a bit of time in this room myself. No problem, of course. It's sure a heck of a lot easier to get across it this way, though. That's unquestionable. Oh, boy. Come on, guys. Alright, so we just got across the pancake guy, no problem. And another secure area, so this would be if we were going back to Phendrana. And then all we have to do is make it all the way across this room to the transport to the Phazon mines. And that is pretty much it. So, unfortunately these pirate guys, they like to interact with you, but they're really not that bad. I'm sure they're just trying to feed their families or something, as the pirate code goes. We're gonna yes, we are gonna. This is the Phendrana one. We are gonna save in the save station before we head out to the Phazon mines. Just dangerous area. We don't want to have any stupid stuff happen. It causes us to have to do the platforming bit. So now we'll take a look at that other door on the other side. And again, you know, the pirates, gonna give them a break because they're working hard all day. Probably graduating to the mines pretty soon, and they're not gonna like working there very much if I were to guess. So we'll just cut them some slack if we can. Alright, so that's not that bad. We got through there, only taking a pretty small amount of damage. These guys are actually probably going to do more damage just because I don't respect them as much. So there we go, busting our way into the Phazon Mines transport. And now we're going to work on clearing this area of the game. Probably, you know, maybe one or two power-ups that I might not have gotten the Talon world. I'll sure we'll be heading back there in the future. But we are right now very powerful. Now, if we look, we've got a whole bunch of Phazons, so we're going to try and avoid falling in that, obviously, to take unnecessary damage. We heard the faint ring of ooh, this is a super security turret. Let's get the scan on that. So yeah, a mega turret. Basically the difference between that being is that it takes 3 missile shots to disable rather than only 2. So this is the area, right? Now, if we wanted to, we could go to the elite quarters right here, but of course we cannot. We know that this area, this tunnel here, is not going to let us do that because it's basically filled with Phazon, big minefield. So that is not a thing that we are going to be able to do. Let's see, that is a Powerball pirate, so we are just gonna get him sorted out with one of these super missiles. And the comical ragdoll physics there, look at him kind of hang in the air there. Looks a little sad, but I'm sure we can not have to worry about him too much. Got another power pirate here. Oh, we got different colored pirates, so we'll take on the wave guy first, I suppose. Actually, let's get the scan on these guys. I don't think we've scanned either of these pirate types yet. So yeah, this is a wave trooper. Can only be killed by wave weapons, and then this guy here, obviously a plasma trooper, which can only be damaged by the plasma weapons. So let's the double team is kind of an annoying thing. We'll take some damage and exit there. I heard the faint ring of the power up. Is that something that we can get, or we probably would need the phase on suit in order to get that? And we'll be coming out of that area again pretty soon after we beat the Daddy Omega Pirate. So that's unusual. This area here. Oh, okay, I see. So we got an access tunnel. So yeah, we'll save the power up in that area for a later date, I suppose. Ah, yes. These guys I'm not a fan of due to the fact that they do a whole heck of a lot of damage with their attacks. Let's see if we got any more. We do kind of hear a little ominous music. We might have one or two more of these pirate duders in there, but I guess not. Let's double check, make sure we got all these scans here. There sure is a whole lot. Oh, they're probably upstairs. Is probably where they're at. So okay, no problem. Already got the power-ups in this area, but there's the whole heck of a lot of stuff left to do in this area of the GameCube. So probably gonna be spending some time in the salt mines, as it were. Or perhaps the phase-on mines might be a bit more appropriate. Just gonna pretend those guys there are no threat to us. Jeez. It's gonna be a challenge to get to this door with this obnoxious guy blocking me out here. Appreciate that. Alright, no problem though. No problem. Alright, so now we're, yes, this place that used to be a poison-ridden cesspool before we turned the fans on. Samus, taking her OSHA responsibilities quite seriously, too. She doesn't want to get anybody hurt. Yeah, okay, so we got all this stuff. We got some ominous scans here. And yeah, that was the map room. Don't need to worry about that. So we'll just head straight on down. Lots of pirates here. Not particularly interested in fighting any of them. So oh, come on. Yeah, all right. Just all right. Well, that did not sound good. So let's see if we can't. Okay, now that's very unsporting, Mr. Elite Pirate, sir. So we'll shoot him with a couple of power missiles. Oh, now come on, Samus. I know you could have locked on to that guy. Look at how he like deflected that shot like it was nothing. All right. So good one from the Elite Pirate there. So this one we might have. Let's see. A malfunction in the panel. What rotten luck, you know. One moment you're over here trying to you know, be a pacifist and get through their quarters without taking any innocent pirate lives, and then the next moment you got pirate clown Jake over there with his. All right, so we're in the central dynamo. We got a save station over here. Save stations obviously extremely important due to the fact that they give you extra HP, so we'll take advantage of that. Looks like when we come out, we're gonna have to do some damage to some icy pirates, or ignore. We'll see how it goes both ways. Looks like he jumped right on top of that poor guy's head. No, Samus, we gotta get up. Oh, come on. I know I hit that the first time. Holy time, that is a lot of, let's try the ice spreader. Alright, so, that very disappointed in the amount of work that did. You know, it froze them all for a short time. Guess we're gonna have to go back to the old-fashioned way of being a wiener. Hey, let's shoot the missiles in a orderly and logical fashion, Samus. Alright, so we're close to it there. We just need a couple more. Boy, it's a good thing we got all these like missile upgrades, because goodness me, we used one or two of them in that fight there with the missile turrets. But no problem. Samus does stuff like that all the time. She hasn't got any problems doing the missile. And hey, look, if we did that, hey, the turret's malfunctioned. How about that? You know, sorry about those missile turrets, my friend pirates, but you know, they had to go. All right, so we got some flavor stuff here. Looks like they're trying to infuse some phazon into some fungi. That might be a little bit dangerous. And hey, looks like we got a couple of space pirate duders and some Metroids. And a peaceful symbiotic relationship that, oh, here we go. We'll scan this stuff. Force field disengaged, Metroid containment area will be reached. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We'll scan this one, too, just for fun. Alright, so, with this guy, we got some, Oh no! Now we got a Metroid. We'll try and take him out with the least amount of harassment for us possible. No problem. You know, some nice peace-loving Metroids, I'm sure. And it looks like some of these pirates might have met an unfortunate end related to some Metroid-related attacks. So we're seeing the please refrain from antagonizing that. See, severe penalties will be enforced. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Animal cruelty is of course a very serious concern for the pirate scientific team here. Got to make sure we're ethically on the up and up. So we hear a it's some more. Oh boy, size increase very high. And we got some more, it's object out of scan range. Goodness me. Come on, Samus. Alright, so we hear the infamous chime of the hidden item here. Let's see if we can't identify where that might be coming from. It's kind of a faint chime at the moment here. So let's have a look up, and I think we see some, oops, might not be a bad idea to try that too, actually. So if we go upstairs, what is things looking like? We got any interesting scans we might have missed? Security now taking volunteers. The target is Samus. Well, suppose we already knew that. So, let's think about what we might be having to do here. If we head over to this area, got some boxes, get some missiles back, we take those for sure. This kind of thing, is this maybe, no. Well, we got a bunch of phazon over here. That looks A little ominous. Boy, does it seem like we might be able to get across this somehow. Yeah, see, there's a spot where it looks like it would be a very good place to put a power up. It would be that little alcove up top here. Well, let's okay, it does not appear that we're going to be able to progress through that with a platformy jump, no matter how aggressive we might be. Maybe try some of these platform-looking mushrooms and maybe get up there. That's a possibility. This appears to be a spider ball track, but it doesn't seem like it goes anywhere. Let's, oh boy. Kind of looks like we should be able to get to this platform, but it's going to be a close one. Alright, so it turns out we were not able to. Oh, this kind of well-hidden mushroom down here. Alright, so that is the edge that we can get to also. Alright. Well, shoot. So if we were to just ignore all the danger, we would not be able to just jump over. I suppose that was worth a try. But, you know, they never make it that easy, I suppose, in these types of games. Well, we got on the mushrooms. Let's see if one of these other goggles might be able to help us. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. Game. You know I'm not very good at, like, doing these platform things. You're gonna want me to, like, get on a moving one. Aye. Alright, so this one, it looks like once we get a little closer to the action here, we might be able to... Oh, aye. Alright, well, at least now we know what the plan is. We can work on the execution of it in the next couple of ones here. Alright, so there's that. Look at the actual thing. Getting closer. We can probably make... Oh my gosh, how did I fall off? Samus, don't fall off. Those platforms are there to help you. Alright, so maybe one more try here. We can get this to connect. Alright, so that's not that bad. We are definitely going to want to be not having to interact with the Metroids. No offense to those guys, I'm sure they're, you know, peaceful, gelatinous life form. But if they only knew how much damage they were causing to poor Samus. So, alright. We hear the soothing chime of the hidden item. It could be anywhere, but we will... Let's see here. Oh, a missile ammo. Apparently we had not scanned one of those yet. We will see if we can draw that in. Of course, could be useful to us in the future. Come on, Samus. Let's try to work together here on this one. So, let's see. We've got another floating invisible platform. I imagine we'll be attempting to get onto the... Oh, that is a trip. Boy, oh boy. Well, let's see. If we go up here, get a little bit of a higher vantage point. So it looks like our floating platform is going to float us to all the way over there, from which we can jump on and get on the spider balls. Okay, I can dig it. Okay, maybe we can dig it. maybe we can get on there. Alright, so we just have to wait for it to gently float back. And we probably can wait for it to float over there a little bit. Okay, we can do it. Nice. Alright, so then we got a nice, relaxing spider ball maze. And, okay. So we made it through the room, and we can see that there's a missile expo over there, which means that we are probably going to get to, let's see, any more hidden platforms we might want to be aware of here? No? Alright, well, guess that means that we are probably going to need to do a little bit more exploring around this direction here. So the missile expo is like this. Oh, we might be able to just make that jump actually, but it'd be sure a lot easier if there was, yeah, here we go. Okay, so okay, there's a hidden platform that goes up and down, and that's probably where the missile was. So if we, oh, I see. So that platform there is probably where we're going to have to go to make that jump from. I suppose that makes some sense. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so we've got a nice, relaxing platform trip over to this area. And we'll get over here. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. There's like this tunnel. We'll use the scan goggles. Maybe the game's just gonna tell us what we're supposed to be doing here. Bendesium, okay. So yeah, we bust our way through. Oh wow, game. I mean, I have 2 power bombs, but like, okay, so that like answers a bunch of questions that I had. Now it's just like, I'm not gonna say simple because there's still like more platforming stuff I have to do to get up there, but you know, that answers the question of what we were supposed to be doing. All right, so we have, yeah, this platform is gonna take us on a magic carpet ride up to this platform, which is where we get the missile expo. And there it is. 5 more missiles our way. Nice. And so that's good. Okay. So now, looks like we are gonna have to go back across there. But I guess that's not a real big issue. Oh no, that was a very unfortunate thing to have happen to us. Well, I guess we made this jump. Now, truth be told, like the 3rd or 4th time you make these jumps, it's like not really that bad. The only real issue happens like when you start to get impatient and you're like, oh yeah, I can make this jump like in my sleep with my eyes closed, so no problem. Like, literally all you have to do is, hey, not like that, Sims. Literally all you have to do is be patient, and you already have made the jump once, so you know like where you're supposed to be going. You just have to be like not lazy and get in a good spot and make the jump when you're in a good spot. So yeah, no problem, we can do that. We can platform across this. Got like that haunting music thing though. It's kind of starting to get to me. Okay, what do we got? So we got some burrowers. Yeah, that's what these are called. If that's the worst thing that's in this room, then we take that. We're going to be taking a lot of that, I suppose. But good as me, there's a bunch of Phazon in this area. I guess Phazon and burrowers is what we got in this room. And oh, I wonder where the high Phazon source could be. Is it in the elite quarters? Aye. Yeah, I think actually the fire thing can maybe hit them, but maybe not. Alright, let's do a little quick glimpse around, see if anything strikes our fancy here. Doesn't really look like. Alright, we've got a level 3. Alright, so level 3 is the area of the Phazon mines that this little thing goes to. Probably a good idea to have the super blaster out, just on the off chance that something really out of the ordinary happens here. Alright, and we're down. Boy, this would be a great spot to like hide some kind of a power up, like some like. Okay, I heard yes. This is a space pirate. What like no like special pirate here? Well, I guess if that's the case, we'll use the ice beam on him. Yeah. Alright. Look at that. Look at the poor guy hanging down. Lots of radiation, lots of like special mushrooms here, I guess. Yeah. Let's see if there might be. Alright, so you can see we've got a missile thing underneath here. We probably are not supposed to get it this way, but we will. Once we get the Phazon suit, obviously, we will not have to worry about taking damage on stuff like that, but for the time being, we'll be a little bit less couth there, as they say. It doesn't look like there's any more entrances and exits for this room. Now, this is a long, interesting looking room. Let's see what we got here. So we got a this is a Hunter Metroid, a slightly more aggressive version of the 50% of all logbook scans. How about that? So with that being the case, it's I guess a little bit more aggressive than the Metroids that we're used to. Got a beam attack, but we've got a beam attack too, so no need to stress out. Just take a little jaunt out. Come on, guy. So you gotta kind of lead your shots, I guess, a little bit with this guy. He floats around a little bit. It's gonna be really embarrassing. Oh, now come on. I could see that one. That was a lazy shot, but alright. Now we got one more left to go. There. No need to be a little jerk about it. You can fly after all. Yeah, we definitely take the power bomb. Alright, where does this grappler want to take us? See if we got any insights on the scan here. See, we've got right now, we've got a game dev secret. We can like look at these mushrooms that like you can jump up here and then jump up here. But the fact that there's one of these gliders in there, yeah, oh goodness, look how far away the door is. It's like up there. So you can just like go up these mushroom things to get up to the door. You like jump here and then you jump here and then you can maybe jump over to there. Alright, let's give it a try. Wait for him to come up a little closer. Yeah, so that's where the door is. Let's see if we got any other interesting looking stuff. Yeah, so like if you fail, then that's where you would have to go. We'll demonstrate that procedure, I suppose. Doing the platform tricks is typically not particularly difficult, but there's always one particularly, you know, every chain has the strongest link too. And we're going to do everything completely by the book and just float over to the side. Alright, nice. You know, a room that big with no power-ups in it makes me uneasy though, so let's see. Now we've got the Phazon mining tunnel and, we've got some... We've got 2 red doors, and we have a series of suspicious-looking blocks. We do not have a label on them. Well, maybe they have this kind of label on them. Alright, so indeed they do. So we've got the door, and then we have the blocks, and then we have Samus's Morph Ball, and oh boy. You know how I love these... Huh. Okay, well, let's not do that. Oh, I see. I imagine that sometime in the future we'll be able to pick some sort of power-up in there. But not sure if it's wise for us to go to it now. We're about half our health. Let's try it out. Alright, we are not going to be able to make all those jumps. We might not even be able to make this jump. Okay. Well, I suppose it's best not to tempt fate. We will soon have in our possession the capability of not getting owned by the Phazon, and at that time we'll be in a much better spot to make our stand in that area. Alright. Well, guess we're gonna have to fight. Let's see. Yeah, I only see Metroids and mushrooms. That is a little intimidating of a combination. Another power bomb. Okay, okay. So if we just... Oh no, it busted out. Oh boy, they're coming. Look at them violently trying to come over here. It's probably a bad batch of that Phazon stuff that they Space Pirates fed him over. Alright, let's try this. So just gotta get across all these mushrooms, and we got some more Metroids. Oh, come on. Like, lock onto one of them, Samus. I don't care which one. They're like floating around. They're trying to not get hit. Come on. You would think that they would start getting mad at me by this point, but I guess those guys, the Metroids are a peace-loving species too. They don't like to attack if they don't have to. Come on, buddy. Alright, we're gonna have to bust out of this guy. Shoot, shoot. Alright. Well, that was good. We were able to pacify him. Alright, there's the door we can see over on the other side. We got a couple of mushrooms left, and then there's another door. Let's take a look at the trusty map. This looks like a shorter path. And you know the main idea of game design is you want to take the shorter path first because it's going to be, let's see, less stuff to go through means you can go resolve it faster. So hopefully We will be able to make that, and it looks like we should not have a problem with it. And of course, okay. Can we get up there with the mushrooms? Looks like... Oh boy. What a exciting time to be alive. Well, guess if we weren't going to get punished and have to go all the way back to private, we wouldn't be really interested in playing this game anyway. So we ready for round 2. I feel like this one is going to be a winner. Like the last one was pretty close. This one got there. Alright. So it looks like we got a fire door. And behind the fire door we have a save station. Map station. Okay. Well, those are important too, I suppose. Oh, missile station. Okay. 225. 250 missile packs there is in the game right now. That means that we are missing 5 missile upgrades, and that is... it's a good number. We can definitely get those 5 last upgrades, and that's going to be pretty sweet. So let's take a look at the map room and see what we got. It would be kind of cool. Yeah, okay, so we're almost over to the elite quarters. That room I know is a save station due to the fact that it's the elite quarters. It's going to be right before the boss. Hopefully, it'd be really great if we could get all the way over there and not have to worry about... okay, we're going to go back to this goggles then. It'd be really great if we could make it all the way to that save station and not have to do any backtracking. I would appreciate that a lot. So, we are going to jump carefully onto this mushroom. And over there is where the other door is. So, let's use this helpful creature to get us there. No, almost. Oh no, you're kidding me. Game. That's not very nice. Ooh, we're almost able to get onto that. Alright, so got the missile station, that was nice. Gonna get over to that mushroom now with this glider guy, and that's gonna be cool too. Just gotta make it onto there. And there, great. Alright, so that is onto the next area. Okay, so we can... Alright, we got any enemies that we can't see here? Alright, so yeah, we've got these interacting guys that we can't see normally, but we have the X-ray goggles, so we can't see them. We just replenished on missiles, so... No problem. No problem, everybody. Does look like there is a... Well, we'll take a look at how things look more on the mushroom here, I guess. Alright, that was a phase-on drop there. Anything interesting in this area other than a crap ton of phase-on? No? Alright, well, I guess the platforming challenge there. And we get to the next room. Now this is definitely going to be a place where there's a bunch of pirates. Die, zombies. So, the optimal way to take these guys out appears to be to lock on and tap the A button rapidly. Not a particularly exciting strategical game plan, but you know, I guess I can do that. The charge shot does a ton of damage, but they can dodge, so it's not particularly reliable. Goodness me, guys. Alright, looks like got one more fire pirate before I get to do the exciting spider ball track challenge. And we are just going to do a nice leisurely stroll onto the platform. And then we can do the platforming challenge to get across the room. And then we can do the... Come on, Samus. Again, don't make me beg for it. So we got across there, and oh boy. Can't wait to let this other space pirate start attacking me. Alright, so that was not that bad. Sure am looking forward to that save station, though, that is going to get us access to the... Alright, so we got a wave pirate over there. Not sure what he's doing in this neck of the woods. But, hey, you know what? Takes all kinds, right? Come on, buddy. I saw you. Where are we at? Alright, they gave him some kind of pirate juice or something to increase that aggressiveness. I'm just going to go ahead and lock things down. Just want to make sure we got, you know, no ambushes. Don't want to have some, you know, big crew of space pirates come in and try and take me out here. Probably some interesting stuff here. Omega pirate lifespans are critically low. High details of phazon exposure causing rapid cell degeneration in all test subjects. No subject lived longer than 2 decacycles in our simulations. Lifespans must be increased to be cost effective. Well, there you go. Alright, this is one of the last pirate datas that we have access to. Increasingly obvious that these warriors will usher in a new era of space pirate dominance, incredibly resistant to damage, and their ability to transport and wield so many weapons at once makes them the ideal mainstays of our ground force. Though they're not as quick as typical pirates, it makes little difference with a platoon of elite pirates in the vanguard and army of normal and flying pirates. We'll have a near indestructible backbone that should turn the tide in any engagement. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Alright, the Omega Pirate absorption tests results are in, and very effective against beam weaponry. We are alarmed at the field's inability to handle missile attacks, however. Science team working around the clock to correct this critical flaw. Omega Pirate cannot afford such weakness in battle. So, once again, we got a lot of Omega Pirate types of stuff. Wonder what's going to happen. We'll take another game save. And that is going to be good.